During Barcelona's trip to London for their Champions League match against Chelsea, a game that ended in a 3-0 defeat, sporting director Deco gave an interview to The Times. A former Chelsea player who spent 2 seasons there between 2008 and 2010 after leaving Barcelona, Deco spoke about his memories at the English club and explained what motivated him to return to Barca as sporting director, leaving behind his career as an agent. "When I was young, my dream was to play for Barcelona, and I achieved that dream. I'm a supporter of the club. Ever since I retired, I kept my friendships there and I still have a home there. The club needed change, a rebuild, and I wanted to help from the outside. It wasn't my idea to become sporting director. After he was elected, the president kept telling me, 'You need to become sporting director.'" One of Deco's most notable signings since arriving in 2023 was Marcus Rashford, who joined on loan from Manchester United last summer and has been performing well with Barcelona. Deco said the deal has benefited everyone so far and that the club is very happy with him. "We were looking for a player like him on the market, someone who could play all 3 attacking positions. We were able to bring Marcus in on loan because he wanted to play for Barcelona. He waited a long time. He knew we were dealing with financial rules, but he was patient. He waited, and we're happy to have him. He's happy with us. Marcus is a fantastic player. He took on the responsibility of becoming an important player for Manchester United, and United, like us, is one of the biggest clubs in the world at a really young age. He also suffered a bit from that generational shift at United. If you look at United over the last 5 years, you'll see they've struggled to rebuild and strengthen again. He was there through all of that, so it's not easy for a player with that level of expectation. When you're an important player, you carry a lot of responsibility. However, Rafinha's return has clearly raised Barcelona's intensity off the ball. In the 2 matches since coming back from injury, he led the team's high pressing and demanded the same from his teammates, making the side much more aggressive and efficient. His presence made a strong impact and highlighted a significant improvement compared to the period when Rashford played on the left, suggesting the Englishman may not fit the Barcelona system as well. According to Sport, Barcelona now has serious internal doubts about keeping Rashford after the season ends. He is on loan from Manchester United with a €30 million purchase option, but the club's management is unsure whether it's an investment worth making. No decision has been made yet. Rashford's numbers this season, 6 goals and 8 assists in 18 matches, are hard to ignore. The issue, however, is his difficulty adapting to the high-pressing system and the role required. Rafinha's return made it clear that a Barcelona winger must be not only technically sharp and dangerous in front of goal, but also willing to put in heavy defensive work without the ball. In that sense, doubts are growing about whether Rashford is the ideal long-term option for such a significant investment. Opinions within the club are split, and the final decision will come only after weighing all the pros and cons. In my opinion, I would keep Rashford as a luxury backup. There's always a risk of Rafinha, or any star, getting injured, and you need a high-level replacement ready to step in, as we've seen recently. Of course, this would require Flick to have a frank conversation with Rashford, making it clear he'd be brought in for that specific role. If he accepted it, the club could complete the deal transparently and avoid the usual drama some players create when they get subbed off. And you, do you want Rashford to stay or not? Flick's Barcelona is also dealing with a recurring problem, conceding goals in the first half. According to Mundo Deportivo, 17 of the 26 goals conceded this season and 13 of the 16 in La Liga have come before halftime. The most recent example came just 43 seconds into the match against Alaves. Barcelona has conceded in the first 45 minutes in 9 of their 14 league games, including a run from matchday 6-12 in which every opponent scored early. The same pattern appears in the Champions League, with PSG, Chelsea and Club Brugge all scoring quickly. Flick has been demanding maximum focus from the opening whistle, but so far without success. Most of these goals stem from the extremely high defensive line used in his system. Barcelona bounced back from the loss to Chelsea with a 3-1 win over Alaves, but Hansi Flick was not satisfied and said the team still needs to improve. After the match, an image of the coach on the bench looking frustrated went viral, raising concern among fans with claims that he had been feeling exhausted and powerless after a difficult week. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, the club denied any internal issues and clarified that Flick was simply upset with certain incidents during the match. He ended the game irritated after the expulsions of goalkeeping coach José Ramón de la Fuente and assistant Marcos Sorg, who protested from the bench. Flick was also frustrated with a clear penalty on Lamine Yamal that was ignored by both the referee and VAR. Missing both staff members for the upcoming matches against Atletico Madrid and Real Betis, Flick left the pitch visibly annoyed, sharing his frustration with Rafinha. Another report from Mundo Deportivo says that although the team is currently at the top of the league table, Flick still wants more from his players and is not fully satisfied with what he's been seeing. After the 3-1 win over Alaves, the German coach made it clear that last season he saw control and intensity that are now missing and that he expects greater solidity as key injured players return. The gradual return of important players to the starting lineup is crucial for improving the team's performance. Rafinha created 2 goal-scoring chances against Alaves. Joan Garcia's return to goal brought stability, as he showed on Saturday, and Pedri delivered half an hour of pure quality after a month out. Dani Olmo scored twice, and Lamine Yamal added a goal and an assist, remaining a constant threat. All of this will help boost the team's confidence. Regarding the viral image, Flick reacted in his press conference. "More control, we have the quality, and we want to show that on the pitch. I said this after the match. We made too many mistakes. Normally, we have the quality to control games, and that's what I've been missing recently. I want to see that quality. It would be a great moment to beat one of the big teams. It's funny thinking about that match. I was disappointed because we lost too many balls, got 2 red cards on the bench. When we scored the 3rd goal, Marcus was shown a red card, and I had already spoken with him. He's my friend. He's the most important person I have here, and I had that conversation already in my head. I just wanted to breathe a little. I didn't want to argue. But I'm fine, and I'm strong enough to face any challenge the club puts in front of me. I'm very happy to be here. It's normal for things to go wrong in a match like that. These games drain you. You put a lot of energy into them. But then I go home and relax. I wasn't sad or thinking about anything else. We're not at last season's level, but we have the potential. We're under the same pressure as last year. We said this season would be tougher because everyone wants to beat the champions. We're top of the table, but we're not playing at our best. We need to get back to that level." According to ESPN, the connection between Rafinha and Flick is not as surprising as it's being made to seem because their strong bond has been known for a long time. The coach and the Brazilian winger share a special relationship. Rafinha sees Flick as the manager who helped him reach the peak of his career and become one of the best players in the world, a level he never imagined he would reach. Rafinha revealed that Flick convinced him to stay at Barcelona in 2024. The coach, in turn, values him for his leadership and his relentless pressing key elements of his system. Their connection is strong, and the Brazilian has promised that the team will reach the level Flick demands. In the match against Alaves, the team's noticeable drop-off after he left the field showed just how much he raises the team's level. As a leader in pressing, off-the-ball work and counter-attacks, Rafinha aims to guide the team back to last season's standard. Hansi Flick said, "Rafinha is ready, but Araujo is not ready to play yet. We handled Rafinha carefully. He only did the rondo and then stopped. I'm confident he can play the full match. Ronald is still not ready. It's a private matter, and I don't want to say anything more. I ask that you respect that. That's all I can and will say." According to Mundo Deportivo, Araujo asked Barcelona for time to recover his mental health due to recent pressure. The club fully supports him without imposing any deadlines, providing psychological assistance and backing from Laporta, Deco and Flick. Committed and physically fine, he's now focused on overcoming episodes of anxiety before returning. We hope he recovers soon and comes back even more determined and that he learns from what happened. In the end, this is football and everyone is bound to make mistakes. What truly matters is turning those moments into growth, and I believe Araujo will return mentally stronger than ever.